If you're smart but broke, you're about to discover the brutal truth that no one wants to admit, and why the dumb kid from high school is probably richer than you right now. This isn't about IQ, it's about a psychological trap that's keeping 90% of intelligent people poor. And if you don't fix this in the next 8 minutes, you'll still be stuck in the same place this time next year. Sound harsh? That's probably a good thing. Because after 20 years of deals, market cycles, and coaching, I can tell you, it's rarely the smartest who win big. The economic data backs this up completely. By the end of this video, you'll have proof, real-world examples, and the tools to flip the script, no matter your background. Let's start with the raw truth that's gonna sting a bit. Wealth goes to the people who do, not just the people who know. And this isn't just me repeating some self-help guru rhetoric. No, it's decades of behavioral economics from Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman that confirm that bold, consistent action outpaces over-planning every time. But here's what's really messed up. While you're researching the perfect strategy, someone with a high school diploma just bought their third rental property. They didn't know about cap rates or complex calculations. They just took some action. Want the first unlock? Stop aiming for right, start aiming for done. And before we go further, answer this honestly. How many business ideas have you had in the last year? Now, how many did you actually start? If that number makes you uncomfortable, you're exactly who this video is for. Here's what's keeping you stuck. If you're always preparing, reading, researching, planning, you're trapped with the 42% of would-be entrepreneurs who never launch because they're paralyzed by fear of failure, according to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. Comment below if you've ever talked yourself out of an opportunity. What held you back? Look, if you're afraid to look dumb, you're suffering from what Stanford's Carol Dweck calls smart kid syndrome, where being labeled gifted actually keeps people from taking healthy risks their whole lives. If you're constantly overthinking, you're not seeing more than others, you're just seeing more reasons not to act. And meanwhile, people you thought were less qualified are building businesses. They're buying assets. They're climbing the ladder because they move while you're still thinking. Most people miss this completely. Overthinking isn't a sign of intelligence. It's often a defense mechanism to avoid failure. And here's proof. Nobel Prize winner Herbert Simon discovered that satisficers, people who make quick, good enough decisions, consistently outperform perfectionists in wealth building. Jeff Bezos built Amazon's $1.7 trillion empire using his 70% rule. He makes decisions when he has 70% of the information, because waiting for perfect data means missing the window entirely. Amazon wasn't built on perfect decisions. It was built on good enough decisions made fast. Picture this, you're at your 20-year reunion, or maybe your 30-year in case the 20-year has already passed. The kid who barely graduated is talking about his vacation home in Costa Rica and his 3 rental properties that made it happen. Meanwhile, you're explaining why you're still building your foundation and waiting for the right opportunity. That sting you just felt, that's your future if nothing changes. Or maybe it's your reality now. Here's what's really gonna mess with your head. Those people getting ahead aren't smarter than you. They're just more comfortable being wrong in public. While you're afraid of looking dumb, they're getting rich, making dumb mistakes, and learning from them. Here's what top investors never say out loud. Most of their wins started out as ugly, half-baked deals. Perfection is for losers. Iteration is for winners. So track offers made, not just leads or calls. That's how you know you're playing the real game. Time is not on your side here. Stay with me though, it's not too late. There's a plan to correct the course quickly. But know this, every month you spend getting ready is another month someone else is getting ahead. The market doesn't care about your credentials, it rewards resilience. James Dyson failed 5,126 times before creating his billion-dollar vacuum empire. Sarah Blakely got rejected for 7 straight years before Spanx made her a billionaire. Cambridge University research confirms it. Resilience beats IQ when it comes to building wealth. The ability to take hits, embarrassment, rejection, even public failure, and keep going is the ultimate wealth-building metric. Here's the data that'll shock you. 80% of millionaires are self-made, according to CNBC's 2023 study. And then there's this, from Thomas Stanley's research in The Millionaire Mind. 80% of millionaires had GPAs below 3.2 in college. That's below a B-. These These millionaires aren't smarter than you. They just chose progress over perfection. Money follows value, not credentials. Picture your progress like an elevator. You can't go up until you push a button. And let me tell you about Lisa, Harvard MBA, making $120,000 a year. Sounds like an advantage, right? Wrong. Her college roommate, who dropped out in her junior year, was making $300,000 a year flipping houses. Lisa was too proud to ask for help and too scared to look amateur. When she finally swallowed her ego and made her first offer, she was shaking. The deal fell through. She was embarrassed, sat it out for a minute, and almost went into hiding, figuratively, to seriously consider other opportunities. But instead of quitting real estate, she made another offer the next week, then another. And 6 months later, her net worth jumped $180,000. The difference? She finally chose progress over perfection. If your ego or fear of looking dumb is stopping you, you're not just avoiding failure, you're avoiding opportunity. So are you a thinker or a doer? Because the market only pays doers. Every day you wait costs you compound growth. While you're deciding, others are implementing. You don't want to be the person who wishes they'd started today. Be the person who did start today. But maybe now you're thinking, I don't even know where to start. And that's the biggest hurdle, and the real reason most smart people stay broke. Preparation feels safe. Action feels scary. But Ray Kroc was 52 when he started McDonald's. Barbara Corcoran had dyslexia and got D's in school before building her real estate empire. They didn't start with advantages. They started with the guts to act. Over 2,700 people have already downloaded the free guide linked below, showing exactly how to get started. Real steps, not BS. Look, I can't force you to act, but I can tell you this. Everyone watching this video will split into two groups. Group 1 will close this video, feel motivated for about 10 minutes, then go back to planning and researching. Group 2 will click that link below and actually do something about their situation. Which group do you want to be in 5 years from now? Or even just 12 months from now? If you just said group 2, but you're thinking, okay, but where do I actually start? I'm doing something pretty crazy right now. I'm actually showing people the exact system I've used to go from 0 rentals to 10 properties this year. Step by step, nothing held back in this video right here. Fair warning though, it's not some get rich quick thing. It is actual work. But if you're tired of just thinking about real estate and want to see how it actually gets done, check it out. If you're still hesitating right now, you just proved the point of this video. In 5 years, you'll remember this moment. Meet me here and I'll show you what's possible. Thanks for watching. See you there.